the dead cannot speak. That once someone is buried, that's the end. But in a small village in Ghana, something strange happened. A grave began to talk. At first, people thought it was just a bad dream. But when the grave called out names, real names, and those people died the next day, no one could ignore it anymore. This is not a tale to scare you. It is a warning, because sometimes the dead are not resting in peace and they want something. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel as we unfold the mystery behind the talking grave. In the quiet village of Abetifi, old men still sit under the iroko tree, telling stories of strange things. One story always sends a chill down the spine. The story of Kweku, a grave digger. Kweku was not a bad man. He had a wife, Ama, and a little son named Kobby. He worked hard. He dug graves for the village when someone died. But Kweku had a secret. When the chiefs paid him to dig a grave, he would sometimes dig it too shallow, just deep enough to cover the body, not as deep as the ancestors required. Why? Because it was easier, less work, faster pay. He thought no one would notice, and for years no one did. Until the day he buried Kojo Mensah. Kojo Mensah was a strange man. He lived at the edge of the village, in a small mud hut. No wife, no children. People said he used to be a healer, but he stopped after his wife died. They said he talked to himself, that he argued with shadows. Some said he was mad, others said he was cursed. When he died, only 2 people showed up at his burial, Kweku and the chief's assistants. No prayers, no drumming, no one to mourn him. Kweku looked at the body and frowned. Old man, nobody liked you in life. Why waste energy on your grave? So he dug a shallow pit, dropped the body, and covered it. But as he threw the last shovel of death, something strange happened. A wind blew. Not a big wind, but sharp, cold, and sudden. It made Kweku shiver. He paused. Then he laughed to himself. It is just the wind, he said. But that night, as he slept beside his wife, a voice called his name, Kweku. He sat up, looked around. His wife was asleep. Then it came again, Kweku, I am not resting. He jumped up, heart beating fast. He ran outside with a lantern. Nothing. But from the direction of the graveyard, he heard a sound. Bum, bum, like someone knocking from beneath the earth. He ran back inside and didn't sleep till morning. The next night, the voice returned. This time it was clearer. Kweku, why did you bury me like a thief? He screamed, waking his wife. Did you hear that? Hear what? Ama asked, frightened. But only he could hear the voice. The next day, he went to the grave. He stood there, staring. Old man, if this is your ghost, leave me alone. The grave didn't move. He spat on it and walked away. That night, the voice came again, but this time it said a name. Ama, his wife. Kweku's heart froze. No, don't touch her, please. But the voice whispered, I want you. Ama became sick that very week. She couldn't eat, couldn't talk. She just stared at the ceiling, her eyes wide in fear. Something is sitting on my chest, she whispered one night. I can't breathe. Kweku cried. He tried the local herbs. He prayed. Nothing worked. 3 days later, Ama died. The villagers said it was a strange illness. Kweku knew better. It was the grave. That was when the village began to hear it too. Every night, people heard a voice coming from the graveyard. It didn't shout. It didn't scream. It whispered. One night it said, Kweku Boteng. The next morning, the young hunter, Kweku Boteng, was found dead in the forest, with no wounds on his body, just a look of shock on his face. The next night, Auntie AC fell in her kitchen and hit her head. She died instantly. Now the village knew something was wrong. They gathered in fear. The grave is cursed, they cried. But the chief was proud. There is no curse. Graves don't talk. You are all scared of nothing. That very night, the grave whispered again, Nana Kweme, the chief, and in the morning he was dead. While the adults panicked, a young boy was listening. His name was Kobby, the son of Kweku, the gravedigger. He missed his mother. He watched his father cry and shake at night. He heard the whispers too. But one day, he did something no one else had done. He went to the grave alone. He sat in front of it. Are you the one talking? The ground was still. Then, softly, the dead moved. Just a little, and a voice said, Why are you here, little one? Kobby wasn't scared. You are hurting people. My mom is gone. Why are you doing this? The voice sighed, because I was buried like an animal. I was a healer once. I helped this village, and when I died, they treated me like trash. That's not fair, Kobby said. It wasn't, the voice replied. I wanted peace, but the voice growled, he buried me wrong. My father, yes, he must fix it. Kobby ran home. Papa, the grave is angry. We must bury him again, the right way. Kweku looked at his son. He was tired, thin, empty. But when he saw his son's eyes, he knew the boy was telling the truth. So, the next day, Kweku gathered the men. He told them the truth. I buried Kojo Mensah shallow. I disrespected him. The men were shocked, but they agreed to help. They went to the graveyard, dug up the body. It was still there, but the eyes were open, staring. Some men screamed. Kweku fell to his knees. I am sorry. Forgive me. They washed the body, wrapped it in white clothes, sang the old songs, said the prayers, dug a deep proper grave, laid him down with respect. And this time, when they covered the body, the wind blew gently, warm, peaceful, and the grave stayed silent. Since that day, no voice was heard again from the graveyard. No more strange deaths. The village slowly returned to normal, but Kweku changed. He no longer rushed his work. He dug each grave deep, clean, and with respect, even if the person was poor or alone. Because he had learned, the dead have ears and hearts, and when we forget their dignity, they remind us. And young Kobby, he became a storyteller. He told the story many times under the same iroko tree, where the elders now nod and smile. And he always ends with these words: don't fear the dead, fear forgetting how to treat them. We must respect people even when they die. Everyone deserves to be buried with care, no matter who they are. When we forget to show respect, bad things can happen, not because of magic, but because we break the laws of kindness and tradition. So let's always do the right thing. Let's treat others well, whether they are rich or poor, loved or forgotten, because how we treat the dead says a lot about who we are. Thank you for watching Wisdom of the Griots. If you learned something from this story, please like, share, and subscribe. More powerful stories are coming your way.